Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Tesla report for Friday, August 9th, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as two individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll jump to this one right away. Yes. Well, sell signal, Wednesday's close, if you've been following the daily Tesla analysis, by closing below this rising two-thirds speed line. We actually closed just below it on Thursday. So still by one measure, there is a remaining sell signal, the very young sell signal, about a full day in the making, really. We also have a descending one-third speed line. There's a lot going on in the upper 190s, 197.67. So if we back away, close below 197.67, we are firmly in the bearish column, still anticipating over the next couple of months the bearish continuation into the lower 130s, where we find this channel bottom at 130.48. That is a weekly chart, weekly channel bottom, and that is considered a 1 to 2 month objective, assuming we close below the upper 190s today. Once again, you've got 199.74 all week long. That is that former channel top that we broke, actually opened clearly below on Monday and came barreling back. So it's been a battle really in the very low 200 area all week. If we do close today above 199.81, short-lived sell signal into the lower 130s, and rather than anticipating, bearish continuation over the next a month or two, we would expect bullish recovery over the next week or two into what is now 234.27. Now, if you're following any of these minor points, I think the most notable of them all is 203.87, and that is Monday's high. That is also the session we placed the move low. So if you're waiting to go long and we close at, say, I don't know, 200.50, or we're trading at 200.50, 201 even, 202 even in the afternoon without any follow through, it would be a settlement in the final minutes of the day above 203.87 that would finalize any sort of doubt that we're likely to continue higher through next week would be erased if we were to close today above 203.87. But honestly, just closing above 199.81 is enough for me to indicate a 234.27 within 1 to 2 weeks. That is really a range right now that begins at 226.56, but it will include 234.27, and it would be, we could call it with present volatility, a 1 to 2 week target. But after this consolidation we've seen for the last 3 or 4 days and closing above 199.81, I do think we have shorts in the market right now that would lend itself toward a recovery rally into next week. And so I think by the end of next week, we could then see what is now in the 226.56 to 34.27 area. On the way up, we've got 214.24, and that, as I recall, is a descending channel top on the daily chart. We could potentially see 214.24 today. We've seen those kinds of days in the months, in the weeks past. And so if we happen to open today above 199.81, I see, well, first off, if you're short and we open above 199.81, my suggestion is to at least lighten up, if not get out altogether. And if you have no position on and you're looking to go one way or the other on this trade on this day, it would be an open above 199.81 that would be bullish right out of the gates. Secondarily above is the already mentioned 203.87. If you push through both of those, I think 214.24 is likely today, where we can place a daily high. But overall, closing back above this zone, the 198.10 to 199.81, throw in 197.67, this whole area here, it's about 2 points wide. And if we close above it, 234.27 by the end of next week, dropping daily. If we close below 197.67, we are maintaining really kind of a 2 to 3, 3 to 5 day target at 181.59, 1 to 2 week objective at 167.41. And yes, over the next couple of months, I would expect longer-term bearish continuation into what is now 130.48 on the weekly chart. That is a 1 to 2 month target right now, and it is sort of underscored with a settlement today below this area in the 198.10 to 199.81 region, and below this 1/3 speed line at 170, 197.67. So bottom line, closing below 197.67, we should see 167.41 within 1 to 2 weeks, and the low 130s within 1 to 2 months. And inversely, if we close above 199.81, this 234.27 level likely by the end of next week, where we can place a weekly high and perhaps fall away. Now, I will mention, if you're looking at the big picture and you're curious about kind of the longer term structure, I do think that just closing today above 199.74, and that includes the 199.81 level. So I take you back to this chart. So I've already said that if we close above 199.81, that is a buy signal into next week, expecting the 220s, 230s. But if you're looking at the big picture, just closing above 199.74 is a stabilizer, and it does allow this market to turn higher again, still holding above this long-term channel top, despite the fact that we broke below it, opened below it. But if we close above it, this is a settlement-based system, that if we do not close below that channel top and we close above it, despite the ugly break below it, that does allow stability to set in and the market to regain its footing and move higher longer term as we continue into later year. Our next clear go with buy signal as we move into September, October would be a settlement above 234.97. And then I would anticipate kind of like what is now in the 280s, 290s. I'll show that at that time. I think that pretty much rounds it out. On Thursday, we put out a stock pick on Microsoft. On Tuesday, DoorDash. We've got 20% plus moves outlined in both of them. They're at these capitulation points. You might want to know exactly what they are by going to wickedstocks.com. You'll also see daily triple Q and daily SPY analysis. By the way, the triple Q, after having topped out a month and a half ago at a 5-year channel top, has bottomed out this week, Monday morning, bright and early, at this long-term rising 1/3 speed line, which was considered an objective following the testing of that channel top. And now that we've tested this long-term support in the triple Q, we are now expecting a 2 to 3 month rally or sooner back into this low 500 area. So you also can see all that on a day-to-day basis by going to wickedstocks.com. I'm going to leave it at that. I will be back, of course, on Sunday afternoon with Monday's Tesla report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.